Hello, everybody. Oh, gotta fix my crown. All right, so it's my birthday, thus the crown. Um, and I'm doing my Friday night live, not live, because by the time you watch this, I'll be doing something, I don't know, with my son. So I won't be live to do live. I'll be with my son. So, first of all, for those who have been asking about how am I doing today because of the PMDD, I am happy to report that the best gift my body could give me is just functioning well. And when you have a disability, because I have an invisible disability, having a day of functionality becomes just you become happy with the simple things. And the simple thing right now is just that my body works, and that I can function today and be okay. And I don't take that lightly. So for those of you who have been asking, today has been a symptom-free day. And for those of you who don't know why that's a big deal, you should probably watch some of my other posts and pay attention to my wall a little bit more, because I have a disability that right now I'm in the active time where that would be problematic. So people have been asking, what can they do for my birthday? Send me money. That's, always good. One of my birthday gifts for myself has been to just go around and get free shit all day. So I've been doing that. And the other is I just have, some things I need money for. But if I were to do something for fun, my goal is to get a tattoo. One that kind of symbolizes a lot of the things that have been going on in my life. So that's my birthday wish, right? Like, it's to get a new tattoo. So if you know a tattoo artist who would rather do like some exchange for like sexuality education in trade for a tattoo, I'm all for that. And or if you know someone, I'm all for that. And I'm looking forward to getting a tattoo for my birthday. So that's what I'm creating with that. Oh, tattoos and CBD or THC. Come see about your girl. I can definitely do some trades with that. So all of that. And then if none of those things are something you are naturally going to do, what I want you to do is I want you to vote. Now, I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but I am going to tell you what I want you to think about when you're voting. Okay? So, and I don't normally get into politics this way. I mean, I rant and I rave, but I'm actually asking you to vote. And here's why. And then I'm going to ask you one other thing to do, especially if you're witchy or in the realm of certain things. I want you to vote, and I want you to do some sacral healing between now and the morning of November 7th. So maybe I should do the sacral healing first and then talk about why the vote, because they're both tied. So for those of you who don't know what the different chakras are, right, you have your root chakra, which is down kind of down in the genital area, down at the base of your backbone, like that bottom of the tailbone, where it starts to become your butt, right? And then I know I'm going to mess this up, but that one's red. And then you have one that's yellow that not a lot of people talk about, but it's the solar plex. And then you have the sacral chakra, and the sacral chakra is orange, and it deals with all of your sexuality, your sex, and all of that. And then you have your heart chakra, and then you have your throat chakra, and then you have your third eye, and then you have a crown. Okay. And a lot of these things line up with Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You see the chakras, whether you get the chakras in the new age kind of way, or if you get them in a more biological way. We recreate the chakras all over in different social and scientific and different constructs. But that is one of the places that they come from. For those of you who study Maslow's hierarchy needs, the chart would basically go from a sense of like belonging and safety all the way to self-actualization. That's kind of the same thing when we're talking about the chakras. And if you don't believe me, go line them up. They match. And so when I look at why I want you to vote, and I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but I am going to tell you what to vote about, and I promise that. It's because ever since this administration took over, the sacral chakra, which is also orange, I've talked about this before, has been out of alignment. The way that we handle sex and sexuality has been totally messed with and is out of alignment. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Anyway, I fidget every time. And because of that, right now, there has just been a lot of disturbance in this particular area. I have no doubt that because I am a sexuality educator and part of my job is to protect the sacral chakra and all of the things that happen in the societal sacral chakra, I am not at all surprised that my illness, which is a direct impact of the sacral, would show up now. I have been raging in this area. I have been angry in this area. I have been blocked in this area. Money doesn't come. Things are blocked. Like, it's just been challenge after challenge after challenge in the sacral chakra. And for those of you who study the sacral, if you really look at what we're talking about, we talk about things like a disturbance with gender, right? We have a block of creativity. We have a block of love. We have a block of orgasm. We have a block societally of bliss and happiness. And every day it's some fuckery and some upset and some attack, whether it's on sexuality, whether it's on reproduction, which is like, you know, where the babies and the blocking the birth and the citizenship from, like everything he does and this administration does, I can literally, for the most part, just move it right back to that sacral chakra being blocked. And for those of you who know, like, you can be blocked in the sacral and then you'll see some maybe from the ones from up and above, right? Like, you'll be fine in your grounding, fine in your solar plex. But if you have a block in your sacral, then your throat and your third eye and your heart and your crown are also, it's almost like it's cut off. And so we're not seeing any love. We're not seeing any shared voice. We're not seeing any insight. We're not seeing any real divinity or not even, you don't even have to believe in God, but any higher self. We're not achieving our higher self as a country. We're not achieving the best things that we could be achieving because we're blocked at our sacral. And if we're blocked at our sacral, the first thing we don't serve is our heart. We don't serve that as well as we could because you're blocked at that one area. So what I want you to vote for is I want you to do some sacral healing. If you don't know what that is, or if you need some resources, I can provide them. For those of you who are my powerful witches, I want you to do some Kundalini. I want you to get into that serpent energy. And for those of you who are blocked with orgasm, I want you to look at Kundalini power. That's when, the sacral is so blocked that it becomes like this stymied kind of slow moving sludge. And if you're not having any creativity, if you're not having good sex, that is an area to look at. And the sacral chakra being blocked is like watching stagnant water just become full of stagnation, and then your life kind of just stagnates. And if you look at where we're at as a country, you can see that, right? Where I've been in myself and in my body with my PMDD, that's very clear. And so there's vibration things you can do, meditation things you can do. You can just focus on the color orange. If you don't believe in all this other hokum as far as it's concerned for you, it might be hokum. Focus on the color orange. Send positive rays to the color orange. And I know that's kind of hard because maybe by now you associate the color orange with something that's not awesome. And I get that. And I'm not joking. Like, him being tan colored orange, it's symbolic, and it's always been symbolic for me, but it's important that we find alignment with our sacral chakra, especially as we round the corner for voting. So I want you to do some healing. I want you to think about in your own life, is sexuality blocked? I want you to think about in your own life, where this information that I'm sharing with you fits. And then, like I said, I'll post some things about how to clear your sacral chakra and to just have a good orgasm this week. If you want to celebrate my birthday, clear out your sacral, have a powerful orgasm, tell me about it. Maybe I can share about it, anonymously, but that's what we need this weekend. We need a lot of people fucking this weekend and having really great orgasms. And that's what you can do to celebrate my birthday. Because once we send out all of this powerful, positive, orgasmic energy and we go into a voting session, a voting season with that, we are going to counterbalance all of the fear, all of the anger, all of the shit that has just been stewing, right? Like sometime this weekend, I will burn sage. I will manifest in my sacral. I will do certain things because I don't think we did that enough when we were voting for president. I think everybody went into the booth with a fearful heart, with I don't want this person and not I'm pulling for what this other person has to offer. It was really fearful and it was afraid. And we have been experiencing that fear and that energy ever since. And maybe I'm feeling that because that's what I was feeling. I tried to go and vote for my consciousness as much as I could without the fear. But what I want you to vote for this time around is love. I want you to go above the sacral chakra and I want you to vote from love. I want you to vote from not fear, not they're going to take my guns or, whatever you're afraid of. I want you to first clear your sacral. If you feel like you're completely aligned, then just do some realignment with all of them. Always good. There's a 15-minute one I can share that you get yourself all the way aligned. But work from your heart chakra. Think about kids and moms and the elderly. And think about what people really need. And don't come from a place of fear saying, oh, well, money has been tight for me. Money's been tight for fucking everybody. And when we vote from scarcity, that doesn't help. All it does is give more power to the scarcity view of life. Don't give in to that. I want you to remember that we were once bonobos. We were once, we descended from people who shared and who made peace through sex. Not everybody came from chimpanzees, and that's another thing we'll talk about another time. Not everybody comes from scarcity and fear and hierarchy. Some of you, your cousins are bonobos, and you've come from matriarchal societies that would rather have sex and have peace and make love. And I want you to do that this weekend. And I want you to vote for reproductive rights. I want you to vote for the end of police brutality. I want you to vote for people who care about the people. And I want you to trust that if you do that, abundance will show up. Abundance and love will show up. I want you to understand that all of these distractions and busyness are to keep you away from moving beyond that sacral chakra. I want you to understand that we're literally fucking ourselves, so we might as well be intentional about that. And I want you to vote from your heart. Now, if your heart says, well, I need to vote for more money and I need to vote for, all of these fearful things about, brown people coming in and taking things from you. If that's really where your heart is, then, I guess you have to vote for your heart as well. But I would really hope that your heart came from abundance. I would really hope that you're voting from a place of the heart chakra and that you're sending lots and lots of love and you're moving beyond your sacral and that you're voting for even people that you might not know, but know that they need help. Vote for my kids' future. Vote for your kids' future. Even if you don't have kids, there's kids in your life. Think about them and love on them. And then when you go to the polls which I want you to do, I want you to look at who you love, okay? And look at who's going to generate the most love. And yeah, it's not a good political system, and yeah, blah, 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 blah. But if we vote with our hearts and not just like this simple, sappy, oh, la, 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 but from like a true dedication of love and connection and commitment to people, then I trust that you will make the best choice. And if you do the sacral healing, you'll have really great orgasms. And that's, you know, aside from CBD, THC, or a tattoo, that's probably the best thing you can do for me for my birthday. I'm not asking for donations to anything. I'm asking for you to vote with your heart and your third eye and your crown and your voice. And I'm asking you to vote above the sacral chakra and vote from a place where your base is your heart and the voice of others leads you. And a vision for the future is something that you're mindful of. And then you just vote with connection. That's what I want for my birthday. That's my birthday wish. If you watch this and you get it and you get what I'm asking, you can just leave, you know, a message. But leave me something orange so I know that you made it this far, right? Leave me a picture of something orange and let me know that you got it. And from here, I just wish myself a happy birthday. I wish my body, and I wish my body lots of healing. And I wish us all a lot of healing because we need it. Like now, like yesterday, like forever. Have a good day. And thanks for understanding why I didn't do this live. Have a good one. Bye.